Hello. Hi. Guys, we're actually on time. What is this life? And um there's apparently a shortage on my ADHD medicine right now. Then with the storm that came through, there's also like an even bigger shortage because of that. So, here we are. It's fine. We can live without it, right? At least for a little bit. I'm running slow again, aren't I? Look, we fixed this issue last time, and now my I can like see that my mouth is moving a lot slower than what it is in there. So you know what? We're just gonna like F it. What is going on? I don't know. I have some news for you guys. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. Two things. One, I'm gonna eat my dinner, which is egg white bites. Okay? Okay. That's one. I will mute myself. I will wait until I'm muted. Come on, Charlie girl. Come on, sweet babes. Two, two. You guys ready for two? It's a doozy. I'm trying to fix my camera real quick. Let me see if I can get it to work. Doesn't want to work. That's not. Oh wait, hold on. I bet you if I close this, it'll work. Let's see. There we go. Hi. Okay. That maybe this will be better. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Anyways, fix this on my screen. Look, we were on time though. Remember that. Okay. Come on, sweet girl. Babies. Come on, sweet girls. Everybody wants to see you. They're waiting for you to say hello. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Come on. She was just sitting in the master bedroom. So this is my living room. Hi. Welcome to my living room. She was just sitting in the master bedroom, which is obviously where our bed is, crying for like an hour. No reason. There was no reason at all. My camera might shake a little because of her. Come here. Okay. Whoa. 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 Sorry about that. Um. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're good. I thought my screens got all messed up. Will you lay down now? She wants to lay in the corner. Oh, Ow! You keep shocking me. What were you doing? Rubbing your butt against the ground? Jesus. Okay, anyway, so I told you guys the one bad news. Are you ready for the second one? The first one, if you missed it, is that I'm going to be eating my dinner, which is right here, which is two egg white bites. But I'm going to do it once I'm off. So the second update is so long as it doesn't cause issues, I might be able to get some music set up. But I am making paper flower roses for my wedding. And the fact that I have been able to do this while not having my ADHD medicine is a testament in and of itself to the amount of stress focus that I have. So we're just going to ride that wave. Okay? So we're going to be making more of our paper flowers. These are the big ones. These are the big ones. I'll show. See, they're really big. They look like roses. Okay, those are the big ones. I'll show you some of the small ones, which is what we're making now. So we've made all the big ones, I think. I don't plan to make any more, so I hope that's all of them. We're now on to making our smaller ones. Pretty pretty, right? Okay, so the bottom, this part, doesn't matter if it looks like butt because we're not going to, it won't be seen, so it's fine. Anyway, so I have a bunch of those to make. So what that means for you guys is I'm using my Spotify to listen to Malice, unless somehow it came in on Libby. And that means that you can't listen to music, which means that I can't really listen to music. And I'm really worried that if I put on YouTube, and stream it through YouTube, I'm not worried about getting dinged or anything because there's copyright free playlists out there. That's what I use on Spotify. What I'm worried about though is my going on 5, 6 year old computer isn't going to be happy. And we're going to run into similar issues that we did last night. So we'll test it. We'll see how it goes. But I'm just giving you guys a heads up. It might not work. Also, apparently I'm a chatty Cathy today. So I'm going to get our sprint set up real quick. And I'm thinking about what I want to do. Because I need to focus, I'm leaning towards a longer sprint. How do you guys feel about if we have 2 hours that we do? I don't care if I go over a little. Dominic might, but I don't. What should we do? I need someone who's good at math. I'm not good at math. If we do, because I was thinking like 50-minute, 10-minute break. We're just gonna do that, and we'll just do 2 of them. So, are you guys ready to go? You guys ready to be productive, to be reading, to be doing whatever you want? You always meet. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't matter for you. Okay. Well then, I know I started putting a poll up, Misty, asking people, and the moment that the poll switches to no, I would turn it off normally. Hello, Skeeto. Happy, what is today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I work late today, so I got off at like 6. Normally I get off at 5, so I didn't have as much me time in between, which like not that big of a deal, but it's just kind of like bleh, you know. All right, we're going to do 2 sessions, 50-minute 15 minutes work sessions or focus sessions, 10 minutes of short break, no music tonight. Get the message out. Hello, Amit Mato. I probably messed up your name. Hi from India. Hi from Kentucky, which is the United States. I'm like, I should have said my country, not my not my state. That's fine. It's fine. All right, cool. Are you guys ready to get started? So listen to your own music tonight if you need focus beats. Okay. I'm probably gonna put some on YouTube on my TV, not my computer, so that I don't blow it up. But we're going to be listening to Malice while I'm doing my flowers. Actually, we might not put any music on. That way I can just listen. Okay. So happy reading, happy productivity. Let's go ahead and let's get started. It should be popping up here in just a minute. And I will see you guys in a little bit. Hello. Apparently my mic died. Can you guys hear me okay? Do I sound okay? I'm not like fuzzy or anything like that. I'm alright, right? Still though, to lock the keys in the car when it's this cold out, that's brutal. I saw that. So anyways, hello. How did we do? Were we successful, I guess? I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, there shouldn't be noise. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, it's my laptop. It's not picking up the right thing. Hold on. That's my laptop. It's my laptop, so you're good. I'm trying to get it to work. We're having technical difficulties. We're having a lot of them. My computer charger also doesn't want to work right now. Hold on. I might need to actually undo this. Is that better? Or no? Let me know if this is better. I'm No, it's something with my thing. Okay. All right. No, it's because so I misread my mic thing and I thought misread my transmitter and I thought that that was dying, but that isn't what was dying. It was my mic that was dying. That's my fault. Yeah, there's no music because I'm listening to my audiobook on Spotify. So that's why we're operating in silence right now. But how did we do? Were we productive? I promise, guys, eventually one day it will be easier to stream. One day. The only good thing is that with my years of experience with streaming, I kind of know how to troubleshoot pretty quickly. So, but yeah. What show are you watching? And Secret Series, what book are you reading? I don't think I know what it is, and I have not read Once Upon a Broken Heart. But yeah, we made 2 flowers. That's it. So, we're on our way to, which I realized that this one just got messed up, so I'm gonna have to cut it. We're on our way to making 2 more. So in that time span, we only made 2 flowers. What in the world? That took so long. I don't know how I made like 10 of these yesterday, but they were the bigger ones, so maybe that's why. I don't know. So, a prayer for the crown shy. Interesting. Yeah. 30 pages into the Poet Empress. I feel like I've heard of that one. Do you like it so far, or is it like too early to tell? So, I can give you guys an update on John Gwen. So, right now, oh, and I was saying Quinn's name wrong. It's like more like Cohen. Cohen. Anyways, good to know. Um, I think I was pronouncing everyone else right though. So where we're at right now is like we're leading up. So they get everyone together. They I might have them done by then because I've been waking up early and busting them out. And I don't think I need, like, this is the stack that I have, and I get 2 per stack, and I don't think I actually need that many because I have all of these already done. So I just want to make some small ones so that way there's variety, but like, I feel like we're probably good. Once, if I maybe do like, I don't know, 6 more. So yeah, but anyways, so Yeah, I've heard mixed things about Faithful and the Fallen. I heard that people either like it or they don't, which is totally fine. But I did read somewhere that someone recommended that you start with it no matter what your thoughts might be, because his books just keep getting better and better. I hope that's true. I don't know. Um but yeah, so yeah, remember it was like kind of empty, but yeah. Yeah, that's how it's saying it. So I was messing. I kind of thought that I was messing it up when I was reading it. But so where we're at right now is like they just read the they so when I left off last time, it was at the part where like the king over all the lands like called everyone together. So you're like, okay, like something's gonna happen. And there's been like little like side things happening too. But you're like, okay, like this is it. Like we're building up to like the big like what are we gonna do? And I wouldn't even say that we're in like the big what are we gonna do, but it's just like the progression of the story. So like kind of like the first big thing, if that makes sense. Because I feel like there's gonna be multiple big things, but like the first big thing, I can tell that we're like building up to it. So we're just now past the point where um we're just past the point where he met with all the other kings. They read the prophecy, and people are kind of like, what are we doing? Are we going to believe this guy? Are we going to believe what was written because it's coming true? Some people are kind of like, well, I want to wait till this one other thing happens. So you're kind of like, okay, so they're, and then like his son is like, why didn't you invite the Venthalin, which is like another group of people, but kind of more like the rebels, and like they're almost kind of like pirates. They have ships, they loot land, they kill people. Um, so like and the dad is like, who's the king as well, is like, you know, they're not trusted, like blah 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 blah, and it would cause more rifts if I were to invite them, and they are going to betray us. So like there's just all this like drama kind of happening right now. And it's this, what's going to happen in the prophecy. There was something around like I think like the son, like the next generation basically taking. So you're also like, is someone gonna die as well? Who's like, like I don't know, is the king gonna die? I don't. And then like his son becomes king. I don't know. And that's like the next generation. So there's all this like kind of like, ooh, like what's gonna happen? Who's going to join? Who's gonna stand with them? Um, all of that stuff. So yeah, so super interesting so far. I'm not bored, but I know we're at time, but like I'm not bored. We might go a few minutes over since I had mic issues. Yeah, like I'm not bored at all. And I think Sacred, like, I am a little bit worried about that because I do love like a good romance. But at the same time, I think that I can have those feels with just regular characters as well, as long as it's done really, really well. Like it's a lot easier for me to like a romantasy than something else, but I can still like other things. So I do like history, and I know that this is technically fantasy and it's fiction and it's not real, but like I do like that aspect. I like learning it. I like even like in my everyday life, if I'm watching something on TV, I'm sitting here Googling, like, did that really happen? What was the real story? Things like that. So yeah, it's really interesting. I do think it's like harder for me to talk about, not because I don't understand. Like, I understand everything that's going on right now. I think the reason it's harder for me to talk about is just in terms of reaction. It's so early, and knowing that it's 4 books, but the dots are slowly being made. It's just like, what do I talk about? How am I feeling? Besides saying that, yeah, like it's going good. Because that's how I feel. I'm like, yeah, it's going good. I'm not necessarily obsessed with it, but I am excited to read it or listen to it every day. So Whereas the book that I DNF right before this, I did not want to read. I wanted to read Malice instead. And so I think for me, it's just really like getting into it. And I feel like, yeah, yeah, and here's the thing. Most of the people that I watch on like YouTube and Instagram and stuff, they don't necessarily read high fantasy, or if they do, they don't talk about it. And I kind of wonder if that's just like the thing where it is harder to talk about because there is so much. I actually pulled it down from Reddit, like a guy, like a non-spoiler guide for the characters, because even the amount of characters, there's so much. I couldn't name all the characters to you right now. I know the ones that I'm, kind of that who obviously have had chapters and that I'm more interested in their stories and stuff like that. But it's still like there are so many characters. So I'm like, is that just like a mutual thing where it's just hard to talk about them, which is why people don't? I don't know. So it's really interesting. So we'll see. But yeah, little Charlie girl, she is right here. Here. Oh, are you saying hello to everybody? Are you saying hi? Or is you? Oh, it's blurry. I don't know why. Was you sleeping? Huh? Huh? What is that stare? Okay, you gonna go back to sleep? All right. Charlie says hi. I don't know why it's not like focusing on her, but it doesn't want to. Maybe if I lean over here. Hi. Hi. You stinky girl. You need a bath so bad. Um yeah, yeah. So all right. So I'm gonna turn it back on. I know I talked a little bit too long. Sorry, it's because I had audio issues. This will be our last sprint today, but definitely check out Discord. I know sometimes people run them after me, and run them throughout the week. And we will be back on Thursday as well after this. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit after. So back to making flowers. All right, let's go and listen to your end music because it's going to be silent again. Sorry. Hello. How did we do? Um I finished the two flowers. I'm almost like if we had 10 more minutes, I probably would have finished two more, which is really exciting. I don't know, maybe we're getting faster at it. We'll find out. Anyways, how did we do? So you just read a 6 star. Nice. I totally agree with you. If it can make you feel all the feels in different ways, that's a good book to me. If a book can make me laugh, cry, have have other feelings and thoughts, it's it's a good book. So, I have to say there there was a scene in this part of the book that we just read that is talking about ants, and we get ants really bad no matter how clean our houses in the spring and summer and fall. It's something with where we live because I feel like everybody has them pretty bad. So we get ants really bad, and there is a scene in here. I'm like, shoot, I need trigger warnings for like ants and then what the ants do. So like there are these ants, and I'm like, oh my god, that's why I was like getting the ick. I'm like, ew, no, like this scene needs to go away. But then they hurt an animal, and I'm like, I won't say exactly what they do, but I'm like, oh my god, I can't read about them. What the so I didn't cry, but I was a little taken aback by it. um Skeeto got up to page 60, still very not like other girls. Okay, but it's getting a bit grittier now. Magic System reminds you of Babel. Okay, cool. I haven't read Babel or Babel. I think it's Babel. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I can't stand this. Okay, so then what I just listened to. So there is a woman who is a healer called Brenna, and yeah, no worries, Missy. I hope you have a good night. So there is a healer called Brenna, and they say that she's, like most healers back in the day who use herbs and things like that as natural remedies for things were often accused of witchcraft. So so the kids think that she's a witch. I say kids, I think they're like 15, 16, something like that. And Death with her is so funny. Like they talk about her walking, like they see her walking and he makes the sign against evil. And I'm like, I love his character. He's not even a main character. He's like a supporting character to a main character, Corbin or Ban. And I was just like, it's so funny how afraid he is. And then like there's a dare or whatever, and he's like, "You can't do it. She's a witch. She'll kill you." And like the whole time, the court ban is like, "It's okay. Like, she's not a witch. She's not a witch." Like in his head, and I'm like, that's so funny because like when you think of it as a kid who like is afraid to do something, you have that like you're like it. You kind of like try to like like instead of like psyching yourself out, you're trying to like make yourself more brave, and you're like, it's not that high or it's not that deep, or if you're on a lake, there's nothing in there that can get me. So yeah, right, the whole ant thing was like no, but like it's just so relatable, but in such like a unique way. I loved it. I love that whole scene. We're kind of like wrapping up the end of it, so I haven't gotten to the next chapter yet. But I was like, this is amazing. I love it so much. And honestly reminded me, if I had to think of like Hansel and Gretel in the woods and like getting trapped in the witch's cottage, it kind of reminded me of that, which was really funny. And so yeah, but anyways, so I thought that was really fun. But yeah. Yeah, well, I guess we'll call it a night. I'm gonna finish my flowers. I am quite tired. It was a very long work day. The past 2 days have been really long. I've worked 9 hours both days. which I'm supposed to work about 40 hours a week. So it's about an extra hour without lunches included in that time. So it's been a long week already and it's only Tuesday. But exciting news, I'm picking up my wedding dress on Thursday afternoon, which is so exciting. Um, yeah. Yeah, ants are they're insane here. I don't know why. I treat for them. Like we really don't have a lot of bugs in our house. Mine like we get stink bugs, but that's fine, whatever. We don't have a lot of bugs in our house because I use um I can't remember. Oh, like it's like a liquid form of diatomaceous earth, which is really good. Like it eats through like the exoskeletons. So it's really good. So I use the liquid form of that because it's also like all natural. And we don't get a lot of bugs, but if it's ant season, I'm telling you guys right now, if it's ant season and I'm sitting on this couch, they'll I'll probably freak out and find one on me because it happens quite a bit. And it's really disgusting. I hate it. So that's why I don't like them because they just get on everything and everywhere and they're my arch nemesis. If I can get rid of one thing, it would be ants. I would take bees over ants, I think. Not like hornets, but like can't we just produce more bumblebees or honeybees or something instead of ants? Like what's the point of them? They get stuck in the bee's honey. Do we even need them? They sure as shit don't pollinate my wildflower garden. They just eat everything. And then they come inside and try to eat everything. And there's nothing in here for them to eat. I hate it. Anyways. Alrighty. Well, I will let you guys go. I hope you have an awesome evening. Yeah, hopefully my medicine is in. They called me today and was like, there is a shortage. We were expecting a shipment, but then with all the snow, like, we didn't get it. We don't know when we're getting it. I'm like, okay, cool. So is it going to be a week, 2 weeks, a month? Like, what, like, why can't you give me any kind of time frame? It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, it's really ridiculous right now. So kind of dealing with that, but it is what it is. So hopefully by Thursday night, I'm not completely burned out. And if I am, then we might just do, I don't know, something different. I promise I'll still be on streaming. Just because I know schedule has been wonky the past couple weeks, and then it will be wonky with the wedding. So trying to stay at least a little consistent. But yeah, and then Saturday, I need Novel Nomad to remind me to take photos, but we're going to our local library is doing a free romantasy con thing. It's probably going to be terrible, but it's free and we're doing that on Saturday night. So so yay. I don't know if I'm dressing up because I don't really have anything to wear. I might just do a long skirt and a sweater or something, and maybe put on some elf ears. But yeah, it's super exciting. So we're doing that. So I need to remember to take photos and share them with you guys. So yeah. So, but anyways, all right. I have talked long enough. I will catch y'all later. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Happy reading, happy productivity. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week if I don't see you. Otherwise, I will be back here on Thursday, hopefully on time at 7 o'clock CST. Or not CST, EST. What time zone am I in? I'm on Eastern Standard. Bye. Have a good night.